Hello everyone, and welcome to another R tutorial video. And in this video, we're going to continue our discussion on data frames. So we wrapped up our last video, ending our discussion on how we can subset and index data frames. But let's just say that instead of taking out data, you want to add data in the form of creating a new column. And in R with data frames, that's actually pretty straightforward. So what we're going to do is we're going to, as always, call in a brand new copy of our iris dataset. Data iris. So we have a nice clean copy of the dataset. And what I want to do is I want to actually make a new copy. So we're going to call this one copy equals iris. So now we have a copy, so that way if we manipulate copy, we can still have the original dataset for comparison. So the way that creating a new column in a data frame works is really quite simple. All you have to do is specify the data frame that you want to add add a column to, and this would be copy. And then the way that I find the best way to keep track of it is to do the same thing that we were doing when we were indexing based on column names, but instead of picking a column name that already exists, you simply type in a new column name that you want. We'll call this one new call, and you'll notice here that I did not use quotations. So it's the name of the data frame, $, just like how we were doing indexing based on column names, and then without quotations, the name of the new column that you want to add, and then an equal sign, and then you have to set it equal to something. So in this case, we could do equals 0. So what this will do is this will create a new column in this copy data frame called new call, and every single row will have a value of 0 in this case. So if we run that, we will quickly, just to show you that it added a column, we will do names iris. So here are the 5 names that we've seen before. And then if we do names of copy and run that, you'll see that we've added this column here called new_call. And if we use head of copy, just to show you, we have this new column over here called new call, and all of the values in it are 0 because we set them equal to 0. Okay, so that's kind of cool. It's pretty straightforward. You can do something a little more advanced with that, though. Let's just say if instead of having it equal to 0, we can automatically put data into it in one step. So we could do something like copy $sum. So we're going to create a new column in this copy data frame called sum, and we're going to set that equal to the iris $sepal length plus, we'll do plus because it's a little bit easier to check the math in a second, plus the iris $sepal width. So what this is going to do is this is going to go into copy, it's going to create a new column called sum, and it's going to put in that new column for each row the sum of sepal length and sepal width. So if we run this and we do names really quick, just to show you that it did indeed create that new column. And then if we do the head really quick, you will see that we have this sum column here, and that it is indeed the summation of sepal length and sepal width, right? 5.1 and 3.5 is 8.6. So you can see that you can do some pretty quick and easy manipulations of the data frame by simply specifying a new name. Now it's important to note here that if this name already exists, that it will overwrite whatever was already in there. So I can just show you, I'm going to put a quote here, if the name already exists, R will overwrite the existing data. And let's just show you that that is the case. If we do copy sum, and we'll set that equal to copy $sepal length. If we run that, and then we do head copy, you'll see that we've changed sum here to match sepal length, which is what we told it to do here. So you really have to be careful when you're creating new columns that you're not accidentally using a name that already exists, or if you are using a name that already exists, that you are doing that on purpose, because you can very easily accidentally overwrite data, and R won't tell you that you've done anything wrong. So hopefully this makes sense. Just to sort of review again, to add a new column, you just simply use a $sign and then put the name of the column that you would like, and that becomes the header for that column. There are a couple of other ways that you can create columns, but I find that using the $sign method is usually the most consistent, easy to read, and it leads to making the fewest mistakes. So if any of this didn't make sense, I encourage you to stop, go back, rewatch the parts you're confused about, and as always, please reach out. Thank you.